there are some pretty serious problems with this model. But we shall persevere. I am trying to put this door in. Now the door has a square peg and it's going into a round hole. And I have no idea where my hobby tools are. But we need some sort of file. Here we go. Right. Maybe. Oh boy. I'm really sorry for anyone who's suffered some motion sickness in the previous video. No, I'm not. I feel bad for you, but you know, at the end of the day, this is how we do it. Now, what does I have in this little box of wonder? This is what I'm looking for, conveniently right on the top. But this is just a... Oh God, where'd that go? Just an anything bucket. Right. This will have a file on it. So I'm kind of hoping this works. But there are some problems with this model in terms of scale. There are some Wild West figures upstairs. We'll go get some of those in a minute. But I kind of just need to round off this sort of square peg a little bit. And this is one of the things I'm really enjoying about working on this kit, on this set, is that, you know, it has some hobby involved in it. It's not just, you know, slotting square stuff into other square stuff. I've really specifically left it sort of open to the point where, you know, you can do a little bit of hobby work. You can do a little bit of scratch building, you can incorporate some other things. It's not hard and fast, so to speak. Alright.
Hey.
It's the ninja.
Look why you're talking to yourself.
She's making a bomb. I'm talking to myself. I always talk to myself.
So do I, which is why I think I'd be able to see if you were.
I'm
Do
kind-
you have the feature where you can pause it?
Can I pause it?
Yeah, if you pause it.
Beep.
Let's play again. And then when you go into the actual video, it won't have any cuts, it'll just be the same video.
I've got a cool new pause feature. Hey! We should TikTok that.
It's been TikTok.
It's been TikToked?
Yeah.
But why don't we start our own TikTok?
I already have Alright.
So the reason I've left this door hinge as a square peg into a round hole is so that, you know, this fit can be somewhat tight. Obviously, you know, this is quite a small piece, yeah? We don't want it to be too tight, otherwise it's going to snap. But, anyway, I got a little bit of assembly to do. And then I guess we've got to find some figures and see if the scale actually works properly. Which I'm not convinced about. Look at that! Look at that, it's a little round peg. It started off as a square peg. And it's become round. I'm a magician. And it kind of fits in there nicely. And that'll swing on there. Yes, let's go! That was so rude. Forgot to press the record button. Anyway, we've got our little decorative trims and stuff on the facade. Hooray! Looks pretty. And the window and the door. Now, I kind of want to test the door, but at the same time, I kind of want to wait for it to dry properly. Stuff it. Let's just see what happens. The door. Oh, hang on. No, wait. It's... Yeah, okay. Let's wait. Let's wait for the glue to dry. Let's go. Nail file. What a hobby tool. Who would have thunked? Thank you so much for all your amazing comments. It's so nice. This is what I've missed so much about YouTube. And it's a big reason why I'm making sure that I'm on the Discord. And I will be on there every day. There'll be some hobby hangouts there for sure. Your feedback. Somebody had mentioned here. Let me find that comment. This is from Ivor Evans 13. Now, if I was a proper YouTuber, I'd put the comment up here in a little box, but we're vlogging, so stuff it. You can read it on the previous video. Ivor Evans 13 said, absolutely buzzing to see your smiling face and energy back on YouTube. Your energy gives me energy, and that's exactly what I need right now to get back to the hobby desk. Your energy gives me energy, and I'm super excited. Super excited. Anyway, I have noticed while I'm sitting here reading through comments, playing... Oh, God, I'm so professional with dimensions and all that sort of stuff. And I was looking back in this room. There's nowhere to put anything. But there is. Right there. See? I reckon we can put a 3D printer there. Right. Now, I have no idea if this works anymore. In fact, I've never really been able to get it to work properly. What have I got these on for? Where do I put these? I've never really got it to work properly. How the hell do I get over there? I pictured this going much easier. But that's quite a distance to span. Oh, freaking. Oh, yes. Now, my friend Scott Reed, I might get in touch with him and say, give me something to print. But in the meantime, I guess we go looking for things to print. I hate that machine. But it would be super useful to be able to print some stuff for our little Wild West town that just doesn't, you know, that can accessorize these little kits, right? I like the MDF from the perspective of giving me the core, but if I can jazz it up a little bit with some 3D printed stuff, and I've got a 3D printer, I've just noticed these scales are on. Huh. I don't know when the last time I sent anything out was. A long time ago. I wonder if I can turn those off. I got solar panels. Having a 3D printer that works, that I can use for a hobby, would be amazing. Amazing. I've had 3D printers for years and years and years, but I've always been in that commercial mindset of, you know, how do I make money from this? Well, I don't need to. There's my yellows. I work now. I'm so tired. I've been doing so much overtime. I've been awake for more than 24 hours. 24 hours? Time to go to work yesterday. Who knows? Let's see. I'm going to try and plug that in. See what we can do while the glue dries. There's so many power cables. Plugged into extension boards. There's a fire hazard right here. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's so far away. I thought it was much closer than it is. It lives! There is... Oh god, that beeping. Oh my god! What does that say? There is still a need to make Z calibration. Please follow the manual. If I press that button, the beeping goes away. Oh no, it's back. It's doom. Error, minimum temp bed. I just want a printer that works. I built this Prusa years and years ago from a kit. And it's never worked properly. It has printed some stuff. But it's just constant fiddling and bed living. See, a pro YouTuber wouldn't show reflections of their cameras. Now, I did find the other day, after I was talking to Ara, my little Wild West mans. Let's grab a couple of these fellas and see what our scale looks like. Beep. I apologise for all the humming. There's lasers on standbys, there's servers right underneath the camera. And for someone who's been making YouTube videos for years, admittedly not recently, who has heaps of microphones and stuff, who knows where any of it is? It might actually be okay. What do you think? Let me get down at your level. I had intended for the walkways to be separate so that you could sort of place them, and there's different sizes and dimensions and all that sort of stuff around buildings, but they're going to knock and slide all over the place anyway. Let's get these guys out of the way. Baddie in the doorway. Well, he could be a good guy. Who knows? He could be a sheriff. He is a sheriff. He's got a gold star on his chest. He's a good guy. The window is right at the right height for him to not be able to put his pistol out the window. I don't know. You guys let me know. Now, this building is obviously quite big. And there is a wider one than this. And I think I might need to make another one that's a little bit shorter. Maybe just down to here. I've left the insides open so that when I do interiors later on, we've got some interiors or space for the interiors. The railing is pretty good. It's not super tall. I just think I'm happy with the door. I think the door's good. How can we get down at eye level? Good Lord. There we go. I think the door's good. I just think that the window is probably too tall